This is the Toyota Hilux 2.4 GD-6 Rider RB 4x4. It sits between the base model Hilux single cab and the extra cab. The key selling points for this bakkie are the increased ground clearance and four-wheel drive capability. This 4x4 has a locking differential commonly referred to as a diff-lock. I'll briefly explain what a diff-lock is all about later in the video. Let's take a look at this 2.4 GD-6 Rider 4x4. Welcome to another video. In front, this bakkie looks completely the same as the 2.4 GD-6 Rider double cab. So if you have seen my review of the double cab Rider, you already know what I'm going to say here. This Hilux features a wide front grille with a chrome surrounding trim. As standard, it gets halogen headlamps. There's really no need for fancy xenon LEDs because this truck is generally a workhorse. The fog lamps are also a standard spec. On the side, there's the same grey 6-spoke alloy wheels you get with the double cab variant, and there's also an integrated side step because this 4x4 has quite a raised body and getting in and out of the car without the step would be quite challenging. Then there's this color which looks like dirty water. I don't know whether it's cream brown or khaki. And don't get me wrong, I'm not saying it's not nice, but if I had this bakkie in this color, I'd wash the car every 2 hours because it just looks not clean. But then again, you can't dislike a car just because of its color because that's colorism. But still, imoto le khaki ayikhona bafethu. As usual, the loading bin rubberizing is optional. You pay around 4,800 for the standard duty spray-on rubberizing and 6,700 for the heavy duty lining. In size, the bin is larger than the one you get with the Hilux xtra cab and more or less the same as the one you get with the base model single cab. Inside we have the usual Hilux interior design. It's almost like a cut and paste. The only disappointing thing is that you don't get leather seats with this bakkie, whereas they come standard with the entry-level VVT-i single cab. Here we have a multi-function steering wheel and a touch multimedia system. Between the seats, there's a leather-wrapped armrest. So there's leather on the armrest, but no leather seats. On the far right, there's the drivetrain mode selection knob and there's a diff-lock activation button under the aircon knob. To activate the rear diff-lock, the car must be on 4 low, which is L4 on the selector knob, otherwise the system won't engage if the car is on H4 or H2. Some of you are probably wondering, what does a diff-lock do? Well, it basically prevents the car from getting stuck in a muddy or sandy terrain when doing off-road driving. It does that by forcing the wheels to spin at the same speed regardless of their traction. So if you take your base model VVT-i single cab to a muddy terrain, you might get stuck because it doesn't have the diff-lock function. You should note that diff-lock is not for normal terrain driving. It's meant for getting you out of sticky situations. It damages the drivetrain if you keep it engaged under normal driving conditions. Before we get to the mechanics of this bakkie, I don't know who needs to hear this, but my goal is to reach 25,000 subscribers by the end of 2022. So if you are not subscribed to the channel, please help by smashing the subscribe button. Thank you in advance. So under the hood, this bakkie has a 2.4 liter GD-6 turbocharged engine. Don't ask me what GD-6 stands for because I have no idea. All I know is that it has something to do with fuel efficiency and advanced combustion technology. The GD-6 replaces the old KD Toyota engines. That's why the older Hilux bakkies were written D4D on the side and now the latest models are written GD-6. The 2.4 liter diesel engine in this truck produces 110 kilowatts of power and 400 Newton meters of torque. It is available with both a manual and automatic transmission. The top speed is 170 kilometers per hour and the average fuel consumption is claimed to be 7.1 liters per 100 kilometers. For those who need an extra punch of power, this Rider RB single cab is also available with a 2.8 GD-6 engine. This 4x4 Rider starts from 544,000 rands for the manual variant. If that's too pricey for you, you can go with the 4x2 derivative, which starts from only 473,000 rands. The top of the range 2.8 GD-6 4x4 automatic starts from a whopping 629,000 rands. Today I'm not in the business of criticizing prices, but all I can say is that I'm not spending 600k on a single cab bakkie. Asoze. As usual, the Hilux comes with a 3-year 100,000 kilometers warranty and a 9 services 90,000 kilometers service plan. Personally, I think this 4x4 is a great offering given its off-road capabilities. Another advantage is that Hilux bakkies generally have a good resale value. Lately, I've been seeing second-hand Hilux bakkies that cost more than brand new ones, particularly the diesel variants. Share your thoughts on this Hilux in the comments section. Thank you for watching. Don't forget to like, share and subscribe to the channel for more car content in a Mzansi context.